Hello everybody, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today I've got a heater. I'm here playing the Mayans against Riven Koth, who is playing the Sicilians. So we got a good game today. Something very special happens in this game. Um, This is meant to be an educational video. I like to do replays on my close my close games so I can understand maybe what I should do better next time. And so I figured I'd just record it so that we can kind of all go through it together. So I used my sheep to scout around my base. I immediately found my early deer. This so I decided, I'm gonna go ahead and push in my deer since they're really close. Sometimes in Arabia you get chickens, or they're not near that close. So yeah, I decided to go ahead, push him in here. Um, I'm playing the mines. Typical play with the mines is to go a fast feudal type build. Fast feudal and archers is the most standard play. So right now we've got 6 on food, 2 on that deer, 4 on the sheep. Not been doing the best scouting with my sheep, to be honest, but I kind of found the important things about my map. Great wall here, great wall here. I'm assuming that I'm going to have to wall this whole area across, but this is also a great wall here. So um, my game plan whenever I see this is, okay, so we're going to go early walls, boom, 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 and then hopefully play to save my gold here and just put all my defenses forward. It's going to be what I'm looking to do. I end up finding my other sheep, so I came back to lure my deer here. Let's go take a look at my opponent here, see what he has scouted. Whoops. So I don't think he's lured any deer there. No, I don't think he's lured anything. Just now finding a sheep. Yeah, he hasn't lured any deer. Okay. Well, we're going to go back to me over here. So, still luring my deer. Built a house towards my forward boar. Already starting this wall here, which is a very great thing to do. I kind of had some weird downtime. Didn't have all my villas where they're supposed to be. Got a decent boar lure. Again, not great. These are the type of things in my Dark Age timing that I really need to get better at. Opponent's doing great. He's got a slight Vil lead on me. I've got 21 seconds idle TC time. I forgot what the hotkey was for Loom at the beginning, since mine start with 4 villagers instead of the regular 3. Okay, so this is actually interesting by my opponent. He's starting to lure his deer now, which in a minute that will make sense. But yeah, so he's going for that. He put his house at the back. I don't know where his other boar is, or does he already have it? He might have already taken both of them. It probably would have been better for him to put it up here, but okay. So here I run in with my guy here. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm paying attention to my scout. By the way, looking, microing, look back here, and I lose a Vil. So I'm actually down a Vil early, 17 to 18. So I was so upset at myself whenever I saw that. So pause real quick. I find his base. Let's go back just a little ways. I find his base here, and the first thing you want to do with your scout is always make a loop around his base. As important as it is to know everything about your base and how we're going to structure our walls, aka wall here, wall here, wall here, we have to know how is he going to structure his base and what can I pressure, aka as I walk through here, I'll speed it back up a little bit so this doesn't take forever. Made a little oopsie there. Like I was, that's when I lost my Vil at home. But immediately I see his stones out here, and then I'm looking for his wood line. So he's got an easy wall here, and I notice his main golds is obviously there in the back, which is not great for me because I want to be able to pressure that. Probably a little bit idle time here with my scout. This is why I love Mayans or Mongols or anybody who gets the extra range on the scout. It really helps out. So I see here that he's got 1 on gold. So to me, at this point, I'm like, okay, so I don't really know what the 1 on gold is for. So if he's got probably 2 or 3 on gold at this point, that makes sense. But what I didn't realize is there's a very specific reason. So if we come back just a little ways, and I'm going to unfog of war here. I did not make a full circle loop around his base. And what you see is he's actually building a barracks. If I would have seen that, it would have changed what I was doing slightly, but not a ton. So I was confused why he was here. He immediately queues up for militia. So he's going to go with okay, so he's not clicked up to feudal yet, I don't think. He's at 21 bills. I'm at 19, by the way. My idle TC time is abysmal. But he is going to go for not necessarily a drush, but probably more of a man-at-arm rush with this build. And now he's going onto the gold. So I thought he was going to be on gold a little bit sooner. So, right, now see, yep, he's walling up the front of his base, as he should. And I still don't know he's going man-at-arms, by the way. I don't know. He's about to kill my scout because he got me a little low. So I immediately go 2 lumber camps. Now, this is like the first game in forever that I've gone 2 lumber camps, and there's a very specific reason this is an insane play by me. So as Mayans, on your way to feudal age, you're going to want to start getting gold. If you want 1 archery range, it's going to be 4 on gold. 8 if you're doing 2 archery ranges, and then you're going to need a bunch on wood to build all your buildings. So my builder is a little scuffed already. But what I notice here, my guy's running away, and I start trying to manage my eco a little bit, and I'm like, you know, maybe I can get my guy back. Maybe I can get him back here. Well, what I don't realize here in just a second is I pull over to watch this guy, and boom, he gets killed. So here I see the militia. So immediately I start walling. I immediately wall this side of my base. Now, I can't see his militia. I know that they're coming somewhere. I don't know what all he's seen of mine, but I know he's got to be coming. So I immediately just put some temporary walls to make them walk a certain direction. And then I go for my barracks, because I had to spare some wood to build these walls in the house here. And I knew he was probably going to go man-at-arms whenever he decided to, like, him hitting feudal age later told me that he was probably going to go man-at-arms. Now here, I don't actually know any of these guys are here, and I see him, and I'm like, oh boy, so I run away, and then immediately I start panicking. Early pressure like this is not my play, so I wall off this side of my gold so he can't get to there easily. I've got 3 idle vills. This is just awful. I walk towards him with one of my gold workers, trying to get some insanely good quick walls on my wood. This is nice. Made myself a spearman. So, by the way, anytime you get to feudal age and build your barracks, I recommend making a spearman, because they're always going to have their scout, and that will deter it. No matter what, I always make 1 spearman. Now, I didn't know he had done any of this, but he's actually walled up very nicely. I probably would have just like walled to the back and walled over, maybe secured some more for him, but I mean, he's doing a really good job. So yeah, we will keep going here. And so he comes back to my gold, which, by the way, that's what he should be doing. He needs to harass the gold. He gets a vill. It's an insanely good villager. So now I'm over here, and I'm like, I have got to get this archery range up. If I don't get this archery range up, I am done, because he'll be able to just harass the heck out of me. Now, this is a super unfortunate play. Get it 97% complete, and he walks over. I thought I had built it, which is why I clicked him away, but I didn't. So I'm like, okay, got to get that built. So, yeah, main goal, just trying to get that archery range built. And he's gotten 3 vill kills off of me at this point. And he kills the spear. These man-at-arms are getting so much value. So now I'm going to build constant archers in my archer range here. Going to wall in my other wood line here so he can't get me. Start taking my resources where I can get them. Now, this is where he starts to do some crazy stuff. So, he's got what? A good few, yeah, 3 men-at-arms and militia still. So, again, I don't see any of this. But what he's looking at here is he's seeing, okay, I've got him. Oh, I don't. He wants to take away my wood lines one at a time, and he's definitely got a lot of. He's got a lot more experience than I do. That was a crazy play, by the way, by me. So I hopped out and immediately killed this scout, and I am getting some good pressure on his villagers. I see that he's bringing villagers here to try to attack me. And I do not want him to get this donjon up. This donjon will disrupt that wood line so bad. So I'm trying to kite him with the archers. I get a kill on his man-at-arms. I just don't have the archer numbers to really do much at this point. So kind of just pulling him away, save this archer. I know more than likely this donjon's going to go up, so I start moving out my guys. Now, right here, if you watch this, I think I try to click here. I end up accidentally deleting a villager. Yeah, there he goes. I tried to delete the palisade, but I deleted a villager. So immediately I relocate these guys to this wood line. The reason I do that is because I know if he's going one donjon, he's going to be going more. And this is the only place he can get in. And I'm pretty certain, yeah, I know he knows about both these wood lines, but this one would be much harder for him to move all the way around to get to, if that makes sense. So he's going to start pressuring boom, 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 right down through here is what I'm thinking. Let's go ahead and click play. Okay, so again, I'm building constant archer production out of here. Now, one thing about the Sicilians is that after they make their donjons, they can immediately start making sergeants. And now, sergeants are a little bit better than man-at-arms in feudal age, and they're just insanely good, and they can build other donjons. So it's basically like a unit you can poop out of a tower that makes other towers. It's insane. So I pop out with my archers. I get a great man-at-arm kill, a great Vil kill. I'm actually feeling super happy here because he's committed so much to this. So much to this push. Still making constant archers. And now I'm really trying to get my farms up to try to get to Castle Age. I'm floating 500 food. And if you notice, he is just floating 1,000 gold right now, 1,100 gold, and he's gonna get the market to just buy all his resources to keep going. So yeah, so now he's making his sergeants here. I don't have a blacksmith. I do not have fletching yet. In retrospect, probably would have been all right to get fletching here, but I knew I was never gonna outrange these guys, so it's kind of like, what's the point? I just wanted to keep constant archer production, and then his idle TC time is already super low because he's focusing on attacking me so much. So yeah, he's buying food right now for gold. Which, if you're going in an all-in game like this, where he's just full sending it, it's not exactly the worst thing to do. If you can make your opponent panic, you will win the game by doing what he's doing. So here, I realize I don't have my second feudal age building, which this happens to me all the time. I don't have my second building, so I build that, and I'm going to go up to Castle Age here soon. I've got myself 7 archers here, kiting back his sergeants. And I know he's going to get this donjon up. Again, I'm not super upset that he even gets this donjon. This donjon here is not a big deal to me. It doesn't change much. But what it does tell me is that he's immediately going to go for the 3rd donjon. That's what I'm seeing here. So he goes over with his sergeants and his stuff, and he's getting fletching now. So fletching for him just means his donjons, I think, maybe get a little extra range, do more damage. And so that's super. I know I'm not going to be able to produce out of this archery range for much longer. So I immediately start making another one. And I'm starting to save up for fletching. I forget why I moved these guys out. Forget. Oh, it's to make a lumber camp. That's right, they're wood choppers. So he's actually done pretty dang good. He has pushed me off 2 wood lines, and so he's gonna come down and do a third. Again, he's buying food for gold, which is insane, but he has no economy to do anything else because he's sacrificed so many people coming forward. What's funny is he has the villager lead. That's how much pressure he put on me at the beginning. But I've been able to keep him out of my base and away from my gold. That's the main thing. So as long as I can keep him away from there, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, okay, I'm a happy guy. So I can see that he's making 1, 2, 3. He's got 4 donjons now. And I'm like, okay, this is insane. You know, he's gonna start pushing me in pretty hardcore. Because I didn't know what his resources looked like. I figured he probably had a decent amount of food. I wasn't sure if he was anywhere near Castle Age. But so immediately what I'm thinking is his economy has to be very, very bad. So I'm researching crossbowmen here. I see he's coming in with some archers on this side, so I kind of push them back. Super okay. Now what that means is he actually saw me doing all my stuff over here. So I know he knows this is open. So I'm worried he's going to start trying to get me. And he's trying to break through my wall here. I've built a market here, so he just can't get through. Now I've got some Castle Age units that absolutely just shred his. So I know my base is secure. I just got to focus on booming because I'm assuming my economy is better than his. Now the funny part is my economy is not better than his. My economy is actually way worse. He's got 39 bills to my 34 right now. So we fast forward a little bit. Basically, it's just back and forth. Now he's gonna start taking my resources. And he's doing pretty good over here, walling himself in, being very secure. So I build a ram, try to go in, take out one of these towers. I actually end up being able to take down this donjon, I think, with the crossbow behind. And this is a great take, though I was able to get this. He ends up cleaning up that ram. But, so, behind this, while I was attacking there, I sent my main group of archers to attack him. So he starts spamming donjons in his base. Now, I didn't see that, but I knew he had to have responded somehow. So then I turn around the outside of his base. So I know he's got tons of people here, but I've got double archers, and I'm preparing skirms here. And then I think I was able to get a Vil Killer too. Try to break into his wall a little bit. I need Bodkin Arrow. I don't know why I'm not going for it. I think I remember not being able to afford it, basically. So then, yeah, I break into his base here, and I'm thinking, okay, I have got to cause damage. My economy is probably better at this point, because I've been in Castle Age so much longer, so I know I've got the Vil lead. Yeah, I know I've got the Vil lead. I've just got to stay safe. Now, I did not think that these guys were going to come around, so at this point, I'm pestering him as he's trying to pester me. So I immediately, he walks in and I pee my britches a little bit because I'm like, oh gosh, I don't have any other wood line I can migrate to. This is bad. So the only way I can beat this is if I clean it up, basically. I just happen to have the crossbow mass, so he could not get me. So I'm going to kite back here. I'm going to kill those guys. I still don't have Bodkin. Huge misplay by me, honestly. I should have stopped producing to get Bodkin because I could kill those sergeants so much faster. I take these villagers, I run back, and then what you didn't see is that just a few seconds ago, I went and killed like 5 Vils on his stone. So he didn't get a single Vil kill. He got some idle time, but he didn't get any Vil kills, which is insanely good. So he's down to 31, I'm up to 46. So I'm playing the economy game. He's got the pressure on me, but he's not pressuring really anything at this point. I've migrated all of my guys just this way. So I was able to push this away. I've got another ram out. I'm going 3 ranges. Oh, he paused there. And here, oh my gosh, am absolutely destroying his wood line. Crazy value there. I think in total I killed like 10 villagers, 11 villagers there. Super, super, super worth. And then I was able to push back his too. So what that told me is that with that, I had to be ahead of him in economy. So I've got to keep pushing forward on the economy. Because he's got me in military currently. Like with these guys and all. I know he has villagers out here, by the way. I knew he did. I just didn't know how many donjons he had, so I was scared. Yeah, bring these guys out here. I was like, okay, well, I can just pester his woodline. Now, obviously I can't tell that these guys are here. I figured they were probably on this stone, so I started walking around to it. Well, I guess I didn't walk to it straight away. I'm trying to... Okay, there we go. Finally, bodkin, thumb ring, all the good stuff. Okay, yeah. So then... Oh, I was waiting for my upgrades. That's what it was. I try to snipe a bill if I can. Can't. Donjon gets me. I'm going 3 ranges. So now my idea is, if I can hold him right here and then just expand this way, I win the game. Like, that's what will win me the game here. So I built this ram. I was hoping I could take out one of these donjons, so maybe I could walk through and kill the guy on his gold. These donjons are just annoying. They do a lot of damage, and I can't. Those sergeants, they kill me. He cleaned up my archers here, which I didn't really care about. They got so much value. But yeah, so I know I'm ahead in economy. I know he doesn't have anything in Castle Age that can push through me, unless he started getting rams. I was worried about rams, honestly. But yeah, I'm gonna add a 3rd town center here, and I can't remember. Yeah, producing crossbows. He's still buying food. 200 food for almost 350 gold. That's insane. I've never seen somebody play with that strat, by the way. Very interesting. He goes and plugs the holes in his walls, sort of. I mean, there's one on the stone here that he never closed, I don't think. I think one here, and then there's actually one right behind his donjon, if I remember correctly. But yeah, so my goal was... Okay, now, I think I actually... Yeah, I saw those villagers come across. I'm almost certain. For some reason, I feel like I knew they were coming. How did I know that? Hold on. How did I know that? I feel like I knew that. Maybe I didn't know that. I saw somewhere that all of his villagers were migrating across. Oh, maybe I see him over here. Oh, yeah, that's where. Yeah, they come in to build a castle. And so at this point, I'm like, okay, he's castle dropping me, but honestly, he's not stopping me from doing almost anything. Like, I just walked straight to the back of his base with most of my army. Immediately, I'm trying to replenish my crossbow reserves at home. But I'm like, if I can do some serious damage with this army, like, his economy is never going to be good enough to do anything. This castle denies me nothing. I can still take gold. I can still take gold here. I mean, I still have stone. I still have everything. So then I start taking these 2 ladies and adding my outposts and my town watch, so that I can see where he's going. I know he's over here. I know he'll eventually probably push me out of here. But my goal is my economy should be all this way. Town watch is one of my favorite techs, by the way. It's super underrated, I feel like, in a game like this where there's a lot of wandering villagers and such. Super underrated. So I'm trying to just walk around his base here, looking for good engagements. Don't know why I didn't kill that villager, but okay. So yeah, castle at home. I'm like, I'm chilling. Score is looking great for me. I know I'm ahead in economy too. Okay, so I see he wars me there, or kills me there, so kite back, able to get some really good kills on his sergeants here. I always love killing his sergeants, if I can. And yeah, so he's just now being able to afford his sergeant upgrades. He should have gone for the sergeant armor so much faster. It would have made my crossbows so much harder. I added a castle to protect my farms. I did not want him in here raiding my farms. Yeah, and so I'm still taking these ladies and putting some outposts. because I want to know about it. If he's coming this way at all, I feel like I have to know about it. So this is one of my favorite plays actually. I walk away. He has no idea where my army is, and so I'm actually going to come back through here. I know he has to have villagers over here because he did the castle, and there's no way he walked back because I was walking around there. So I actually walk up to his villagers here. Well, I think so. Well, I say that. Yeah, maybe I'm a little bit slower than I thought at this game. Okay, he's getting his second upgrade. That's really good. Yeah, and this is crazy too. I can one-shot those guys with Bodkin arrow. Um, I don't have. Do I have ballistics at this point? No, I don't have ballistics. Really should have gotten ballistics earlier, but he wasn't doing any like skirm micro or anything, so I didn't really care too much. Great few kills there. Again, I know my economy is just way out booming him. Added a fourth town center because I assume I'm gonna lose this one soon. By the way, I really was trying to take this gold for as long as I could because I didn't want this game to somehow go late game and then this gold not be enough or not be able to expand out enough. So yeah, if we just keep going forward here for a little bit, not much happening. Trying to get some kills here and there. He keeps pushing me back. I noticed his villagers were coming forward, so I built some walls here, so he had to go this way. And then notice he kills my thing, and he's gonna drop another castle here. I have absolutely no problem with him putting this castle here. Literally zero. So I just put my archers there, see how many kills I can get. I just walk away. I literally have no problem with him just putting that castle. That was probably the worst castle he could have gone for. Now, if he went for a castle like on this hill or something like that, that would have stumped me pretty bad because I'd have to migrate even more. But no, at this point, I'm cooking. I got resources to go Imperial. I know there's no way he's getting close to Imperial, and I just move basically all of my economy just to here. I don't think I'm making any more archers at this point because I'm trying to get my eco upgrades. Like, if this game somehow goes into Imp, I need to have these upgrades. Again, this is the 1084 in me. I didn't get very good blacksmith upgrades. But these crossbowmen, by the way, he's not cleaning up. So I'm just basically patrolling them manually back and forth, trying to shoot stuff. Eventually, he does get this siege workshop up. I never saw that he was building that, so that was kind of on me. But yeah, so I see his villagers there. Super happy that he's just right here, because that's literally nothing. I put my crossbows on stand ground and just park him right here. So if he pops out to take wood, I just kill him. It's kind of evil, but it's pretty funny at the same time. Now, if I would have been smart, I didn't even look out this way. I should have put a town center back here. Or on this gold. But again, I didn't even know it was there. That's poor scouting on my part. That's actually something I could 100% do better. I got really greedy for this gold, so I went and put a town center here. I knew he wasn't doing anything on this side of the map. Yeah, there it is. This is where he gets me. Killed me with the mangonel. That's alright. So at this point, I actually don't know what his gameplay is. But mine is, okay, I want to get my masonry so my castles will stay alive. I don't know if he's close to Imperial Age or not. Turns out he really wasn't. He only had villagers in Mangonel at this point. Immediately, as you do when you hit Imperial Age, queue up a trebuchet because that's your Imperial Age spike. Should have got my gold tech way faster. But yeah, I get Arbalest here too. Immediately start trying to take out his castle. I think I go chemistry. Yep, chemistry. And then I do a forward castle here in the siege workshop. He's just got absolutely nothing at this point. Really, I could have ended this game in Castle Age had I known. I would have just built some rams. Yep, there's the GG. Had I known, I probably would have gone forward siege a little bit more, and then just with my arbalest, especially after you did the second castle, just arbalest and just ran crossbowman, I guess, and then just ran straight through. He literally would not have been able to stop me. That's something I tend to do. I give my opponent a lot of credit. Like, I always assume that they're in a way better position than it looks like they are. Um, but even when he dropped this first castle, I felt like I was always in the advantageous position. But yeah, so that's the game. Let's hop over here to this me. Let's go look at the stats real quick. So in terms of military, I did have him beat a little bit. You know, obviously you got some good stuff. This is where the money is. That first rush with his donjons should be to disrupt my economy. But as soon as I saw him put that, it was my win condition in my head immediately went to, I've got to get to Castle Age and I've got to get my economy up, because I know he could have pushed through the archer numbers that I had at the time. And so if I would have stayed in Feudal Age much longer, he eventually would have been able to, and I think that would have been a mistake. Pretty slow castle time, honestly. 2319, not great. Super sloppy Dark Age. 82 villas to 45, that was pretty good. Really, really, really getting the Castle Age sooner is what won me the game. So, yeah, thank you for watching, and see you guys next time.
That's